So it literally seems like there is always something popping up on YouTube or just regarding the internet, and these things that keep appearing seem to send literally every YouTuber I know into full-on panic mode. And sadly this time it is not the type of panic that I like. Basically, to put it in the simplest way that I can, YouTube got sued. YouTube will pay $170 million for alleged violations of children's privacy law. There is this thing called COPPA, and that is pretty much the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. And even though we've only just heard of it and it's only just becoming a bigger thing, it was actually created in 1998 and put into effect in 2000. I guess it just means that data cannot be collected from children on the internet, and according to YouTube, a child is anyone under the age of 13. So it seems like YouTube got sued literally hundreds of millions of dollars because they were supposedly collecting data from children when they are obviously not supposed to. So this new thing that is coming to YouTube basically gives you a new setting in Creator Studio, and it has you decide whether your channel or your content is completely for children, whether it's not for children, or whether you would like to specify for each video you upload. And YouTube do currently have a list of criteria when it comes to what is kids content and what is not kids content, but I feel like even that is very vague and it's still incredibly confusing. And YouTube has said before that creators are the ones that know their intended audience the best. The list includes things like children or children's characters, play acting or stories using children's toys, and a few other things. But even without this list, I can tell you that my content and my channel as a whole has never been for children. I have always intended for my target audience to be somewhat older, and I can also say that I have always intended my stuff to be completely PG-13. And you guys can even see for yourself that from the list YouTube have provided, this definitely doesn't fit the kind of videos that I upload. But I feel like it's still somewhat terrifying for everyone because, like I said, it's pretty vague. They can give us a few bullet points of what they would class as content for children, but the field of what that could potentially be is still wide open. But the reason this is now becoming a problem to creators is because we are the ones who are left to make the very big decision. If your content is actually for children and you are sure of that, then you can mark your channel and your videos as for kids. But this then removes personalized ads, which is where a big percentage of revenue comes from, mainly because personalized ads comes from what you are searching on Google. So say if you search for guitars on Google, chances are you are going to get an ad about guitars. And like I said before, collecting data from children is not allowed. So personalized ads have to be taken away if your channel is for children. But it also takes away pretty much any engagement you have with your viewers, like comments and stories, and it will also take away your entire chance at having notifications. Like literally no notification bell on your channel. But if you are sure your channel and your content is not for kids, then you can mark it as that, and I guess things will remain the same for you. But the thing is, I have seen a lot of people so far that are very unsure. It's not exactly the clearest when it comes to trying to determine what could be classed as for kids. So the thing is, apparently if you mark a video as not for kids, but then YouTube or whoever it is decides that it is for kids, you can literally get fined tens of thousands of dollars per video. And for people with hundreds of videos, possibly even thousands of videos already, that is a lot of dollars. I honestly think it's a very difficult and overall complicated situation. I think there is a lot of grey areas surrounding this whole thing, and that is obviously a big problem. And I completely understand that this has to happen, and it's probably very hard for YouTube as well. But I also think that in order for this to make more sense and for it to at least be somewhat fair to creators, those grey areas really need to be filled in. I also really don't like that it's the creators that are left with the pressure of marking their own content, you know, instead of it being automatically done by YouTube or a YouTube bot. Like when YouTubers get the yellow dollar demonetization thing, but they can then appeal it if they need to, I would much prefer it if that was the same kind of system with this whole kids content thing. Like I said, I do understand that COPPA has to be a thing in order to protect children, and it's literally the law, so YouTube does have to follow that, which I do completely understand. But I really do think it's very unfortunate that it's being done in the way that it is, and that it's still moving forward despite all of the confusion it's causing. If creators are this confused and this upset about something this big and something this serious, I feel like it either needs to be slowed down and be fixed up, or it needs to be explained a lot better than it already has been. I've said this before with different different things, but I've seen some people actually bring it up regarding this situation. If parents just monitored their children when they are online and on the internet, this would never have even been a problem in the first place. And I think it's especially scary for a lot of people, not just because of all the confusion and negativity it's bringing, but we also don't really know what to do next or where to go from here. I'm gonna be real honest with you guys. You saw how many signatures we got with the Article 13 petition. It's currently sitting at over 5 million signatures right now, and even today people are still signing this thing. But as you can tell with Article 13 later getting approved, that petition may as well have just not existed. But even with that being said, you will literally never get anywhere if you don't at least try, which is why there is now a petition to hopefully try and fix this mess up a little bit. The link will be in both the description and the pinned comment if you want to check that out. Save family-friendly content on YouTube. And the actual things they would like to achieve with this petition: provide an enforcement statement for creators, clarify the definition of child-directed and not expand it to cover child-attractive content, delay enforcement against creators until the FTC concludes its review of COPPA, allow parents to use YouTube Kids or YouTube Main without forcing creators to turn off personalized ads when parents choose to use YouTube Main. I feel like it would be very beneficial to actually wait and take a look at all the negative impacts and all the damage that this is going to cause, and then see what they can do to change and fix that. But even then, like I said, people make petitions about literally anything and everything. I would really like to tell you guys that this petition will do something, but we really can't be sure. This really is not the best thing that could have happened, but hopefully we can all sort through this together. YouTube, all of the creators, COPPA, the FTC, and literally anyone else that is involved. But anyway, let me know what you guys think of this whole entire mess. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.